Hello viewers, this is Say-La-Vee, and we are back here with ARK Survival Evolved. Again, I am bringing the series back due to some requests and just some variety on the channel. I know that Ascended is out, but I gave it some time, I listened to some feedback, and from what I've seen online, Ascended is not everything that we were hoping for. But I did decide that if we were going to play a game like this, I am going to play the way that makes me feel comfortable. I don't want to have to challenge myself on a casual playthrough. That's a little ridiculous. So we can see over here on the right, we've got 4 mods, nothing crazy. Awesome Spyglass, Auto Engrams, Structures Plus, for some really fun things, which I'm sure you'll love to see, and the Dino Colorizer, just because why not? Just some small quality of life mods. We've also gone through, we've changed our experience multiplier so we don't have to wait so much, and harvest amount is bumped to 2. I have done some testing in-game to make sure the settings that I have feel good. The XP multipliers may be a little high. I might crank that down to 2. And then I think over here in this, yep, killing and special we have set to 2 times, which I think brings it to like a total of 6 times. So killing things does actually get us pretty good experience, so I do think that we are going to, for this series, bump this down to 2, and we are just going to hop into a new world. Here we are, waking up on the beach, fresh playthrough. Not that the other one was a whole lot. I don't want to build on a raft this time. I have settled. I messed around with it for a little while on that other character, and I have decided that we are not going to do the raft again. Just because of the way that everything is so like finicky when it's on a raft. It likes to float around and wiggle and do lots of weird stuff. So let's do what ARK does that we've already seen. Go around, collect. We jumped into the settings as well, and I did some research to figure out how to get the difficulty settings back up to 5 like it should be. So we do have a maximum of 150 on wild dinos, so we don't have to worry about low-level dinos anymore. This Dillo is about to spit at us. Let's just run away from him. Get this Masa Chops between us, and maybe he'll go for that instead. Yep. Dinos are so silly. You could trick them into anything. Alright. What do we got here? 2 levels. Wait. Oh, we have 3 levels, actually. So this is just going to auto engrams. In case you don't know what that mod does, it automatically learns every engram you have available instead of using points and being locked out of certain stuff. It just makes the gameplay a lot better. And this Omni tool from Structures Plus, I don't know when they added that, but I played around with that some in the test world that I had to make sure that our settings were going good. And boy, I love that thing. We are going to hold one of those on our bar at all times. Let's get our pickaxe where we want it. Put that on number 9. Let's go over here. Cut down this tree. And let's go find a rock to beat up. There's one right here. So, just like the regular series that was not modded, or the first 2 episodes, I guess, the goal is still to tame as much as we can, have a few different base locations, and just play. I'm just going to play this casually. If I get into a point where I feel like I have a bunch more content that we can work on, then we can certainly do that. I am going to stick to the general idea of keeping as much in the episodes as possible so we don't have to necessarily worry about cutting out too much. Editing the series, or the first 2 episodes, definitely proved to be an interesting task. It wasn't my super favorite thing to do, so I'm going to make some changes on how I edit the videos. If you do watch the channel and you've watched the Minecraft series, you would know that I've made some changes to how I record those videos. So, or record and edit, I guess. But we will be editing this. We're not going to do the time speed ups. Those speed sections take so much time to figure out, and they're very finicky, and they're not super great. They're fun to watch, I think, kinda, I guess, from my own skewed perspective, being my own content, but I'm definitely not doing the speed up sections anymore. Those were pain. Until I find out how to use those quicker or use DaVinci Resolve a little bit better, we're just gonna factor those out of the equation. So, gather fiber. What level is this? Level 48. I wonder if the tech things are on a different scale. This poor turtle. He's only a level 5. You're gonna be a source of resources for us. Let's get 2 of those. Bump weight up. I like to get weight to 300 and then start working on stuff. Get our axe down here. Get our first spear. Let's kill us a turtle. Really shouldn't have too much HP. Come on. Yes. Run away. My spear broke. I'm not surprised. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's get some hide. Alright. Wonderful. Let's get some more... actually, we have stone. Let's make... We need wood for that. We are starving. That's not good. Let us bump that up. Go back here. Eat a whole bunch of berries. I don't know why my inventory does that. Sometimes it, like, chooses not to click stuff. It's really annoying. Alright, so let's make ourselves a couple of S+ campfires. Because S+ campfires hold more. I'm pretty sure all of Structures Plus doubles the storage space that an inventory has. I cannot place it on the floor. Why not? Am I too close to the water? It's funny, because I'm pretty sure this is, like, right where we started in the first couple episodes. Alright, so let's do a quick rundown tutorial of what the Structures Plus Omni tool does. So if we left click, we open up this info pack, and it tells us the general thoughts or general layout of how to use this, the info, if you will. If we hold R, we can select Advanced Transfer here, and this is what is going to make our end game resource collection so much easier. So again, now that we're on Advanced Transfer, we left click, then we can go from Personal Inventory to S+ Campfires. We are going to move raw meat and wood into the S+ Campfires. We are going to transfer, and then we are just going to light these fires. And then if we go in here, that's split evenly. All of the wood we had and all of the meat we had between the 2 nearest S+ campfires. So we don't need to worry about... I mean, this is a super easy situation. We could have just hit Shift-T and put half of that in here and then put the rest of it in there. But, like, when we go out with several dinos and we've got to move hundreds and hundreds of items into several different inventories, the Omni tool is a lifesaver. If we go to basic transfer, we can just left click, or right click, sorry, to set the source, and then left click to send the items. And then this is, that literally pulled everything out and put it into here. So let's just take everything back out of here and then move it all back over here. Light the fire. Alright. So, we now have some meat. We have another level to spend. So, I am going to gather up some basic resources and find a little spot. I think my other, like, single-player world that I had at the time that I was recording the other game was over there. And I actually kind of like that base layout or setup location. So we're just going to run over there and then use the same points for this world as we do the other one, because I don't want to have to mess with files to hide pins. So, woohoo! I just killed us a trilobite and a very yellow dillo. Yellow dillo. Killed those dillos that were over there and some other locals that definitely didn't deserve it. We've got our weight to 300 and we are now pumping movement speed. Probably going to bring this to 115, maybe 120-ish. 121 I think is what it's going to end up at. That's 7 levels. And once we get... I don't want to build our base on a raft, but I would like to build a raft to transport resources. I think what I'm going to do is once we get the raft, we are going to set up some basic crafting things on it and then head over to the new base location. Still just hanging out here on the beach waiting for all this meat to cook. We have given ourselves an upgrade. We have a bow and arrow now. So that's exciting. Just waiting for hide armor to make ourselves some armor. Which, scrolling through here, I don't see it yet. Our first bow and arrow kill is commemorable, right? You should show that off, right? Yay, I did it. I shot it to death. I demolished the campfires. We are heading out with just over 50 cooked meat, so we're doing all right, I think we just hit level 15, so we're 1 level away from that raft. I'll certainly bring you guys back to show you the crafting of the raft, but I am just going to go around, hopefully get some kills on some poor little creatures, and snag ourselves... We don't have a mortar and pestle and trank arrows yet, so there's no point in really trying to tame something. But let's try and see if we can't take out this herd of dillos. It seems as though we're going to be able to do so just fine. Yeah, there we go. But once we can tame a dino, it will be nice to get our legs over something. And then not have to do all this walking on our own. We've got a couple of saddles learned already. And here we are. 121 movement speed, 300 weight, and the ability to craft a raft. So let's see what we're going to need to make ourselves one of those. So we need more fiber and more wood. I'll make a large box as well. Why not? We can make a trike saddle too. Well, probably not once that crafts. Let's find out. We need to bump our crafting skill because holy crikeys, I hate this slow speed. We can still craft another one of those. Awesome. Alright, let's pump 4 levels into this, bring us to 400, and then let's do a level of crafting speed. Pick up our stone that we had to drop so we could make that thing. Let's go slap down our raft. I think the first place we're going to want to go is not necessarily to... What the heck? That thing is yellow. Let's see if we can't... There we go. Alright, go here to options. We are going to hide the sail. And now we're going to get some storage on here. So let's go... this... And then S plus will snap things together. And then we've also got a large box. Let's put him right there. Why not? Can we get ourselves a couple of campfires? We can. Slap those on here real fast like. Where do we want campfires? Let's put them over here. I'm drifting and I hate it, but it's fine, I guess. Put half our wood in there. Half our wood in there. Half our meat. Light the fire. That. I separated some meat, so we've got some rotten ready for when we finally get ourselves one of these. We can only craft the one. It's fine. What do we have? We can get ourselves a set of armor as well. Let's place this down. There's good. Then if we go over here, We rename this to wood, stone, hide, extras. Spelling is my strong suit. So we've got nothing in there. So if we go to number 9, get off this boat so it stops being ridiculous. Go to... Oh, gotta set it to advanced transfer. So let's go from personal inventory to storage boxes. Name contains wood. We are going to select thatch and wood. I'm going to transfer that. Go here, do stone. Get rid of that. We are going to do stone, metal, and flint. Transfer all those. Here we're going to do hide. Get rid of those. We're going to do hide, chitin, fiber, and keratin. Transfer those. And now we go up into our raft here. This has all of the things that we transferred in. So, like I said, when it comes to big transfers like that, these things are going to be super, super wonderful. And now the rest of this stuff that we don't necessarily want to hold on to at the moment just get shoved in here in our extras. Oh, more seeds. Wonderful. Let's equip our hide armor. And let's head out. So, the island over there, I believe it's the one 75 longitude, 45 latitude. That island has a crystal on it. And I would like to go get enough crystals so we can make ourselves the awesome spyglass. And then once we have that wonderful piece of equipment, we'll be set for a little while, I guess. I think there's also crystal over in the cave by the place that we want to build our base. So we could do that as well. But I'm just going to go where I know it is and go on a little boat trip, little boat venture. Just a small sidetrack here. I've got some beds on this raft because if there's one thing that makes me more upset than anything, it's when you die in this game and don't have a place to respawn and then have to run from some random point on the beach to wherever you need to go. So I remembered beds this time. So I checked the ARK resource map that is right on the ARK wiki, and I have found that there is crystal in the cave that is it's over there under the surface near the base that we are going to want to build. So I turned the raft around. We are headed to where we are going to end up, and I am going to get ourselves some crystal by running naked into that cave and seeing what I can get. So we approach the end of day 1 here. The skies are getting dark, and I forgot how long it takes to get around on this dang raft. So we are almost to where we need to be. However, this little spot right here should actually be the cave that we need to go into. So, what I'm going to do is hop in these fireplaces, take the meat out of them that is done cooking, let that burn down so we can get the charcoal. I killed another trilobite, so let's put this stuff away. That's all we got. Over here and hide. Let's put our hide and our fiber and our chitin away. Our stone, don't have any more of that. Put the wood and the thatch away. And then in here, let's go like this. Take our stuff off. Put the meat over there. Just put everything but the pickaxe. And we'll deal with the rest later. But let's bump up our gamma. We are going to run in just like this to the first crystal node we find. Get what crystal we can out of it. And run out. Because I don't think we're going to need much for the spyglass. Let's take a look here. The awesome spyglass is bright blue. And I passed it. Right there. We need 2 crystal. So nothing much at all. So, let's go. What do we find in here? Lighting should update. If not, fix itself here pretty soon. It's hot, so we're going to get dehydrated quicker. I don't know where the crystal is. Oh, we are not going to live. We are not going to... Okay. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Good thing we have those beds. I'm not sure where the crystal is in that place. Let's... You know what? Let's just gather the resources to make one instead of... Are there any rocks up in here at all? There's one. We don't need fiber. We need the stone. Give me your stone. Give me your wood and thatch. Should just be able to hit 1. Yep. Okay. A Diplodocus. This might not be the best place to get crystal from, but you better believe we're going to try again. Because why not? Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Running on those stalagmites, I think. Stalactites hang from the ceiling because mites are on the floor. My bones. Oh my god. Okay. This might not be worth our time here. Let me take a peek at that resource map real quick and see if there's not a better place. Because I don't think we can do that again without... What do we have for a cooldown on these? 5 minutes? Yeah. Looking at the resource map, I really don't think there's a better spot to get that from. So I think what we're going to worry about now is just getting over to where I want to build the base, starting on collecting some resources to get some foundations laid so we have something to call home by the end of this episode. We're just breaching day 2, so we're not doing terrible, I don't think, but then again, I really don't care. I just think that counting the days is an interesting little thing to consider. So, my single player experience has us up here a little ways, kind of at the base of that little wall thing. I think we might build a little bit further up the lake here, or a little bit further up the shore. This is not a lake, this is the ocean. But I think we're just going to build over there where it's flat, call it good. That's a raptor running around. Let's see if we can't take care of that. Is my gamma up? It is. Okay. Let's see if we can't go raptor hunting. Hey, look at that. We went raptor hunting. I don't know what level that was. Level 40? Eh. We're gonna want to tame a raptor eventually, because they're a quick little mount to get around on. But it is most certainly not priority, nor is it the most important thing that we can do. So let's dump the raft like that. Let's start clearing some land. And then once we get our first couple of foundations crafted, I will bring you back from where I'm going to want to put those. So up here on the raft, I have a forge and a preserving bin made up, so we can start holding on to things for a little bit longer. And I do have our first 3 foundations. So I think what we're actually lacking here to make more... Oh, we can craft one more. What are we missing? Yeah, it's thatch. Okay, so let's take down another couple of trees to get some thatch. because we've got a couple stacks of wood in our inventory, so we should be able to make a few more of these. Let's go, 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 go. We passed it right there. Now what are we missing? Fiber. Alright, fine. We'll get some more fiber. I want to place down more than 3 foundations. So bear with me here. There we go. Let's do some fortitude now. Alright, so we've got 8 foundations. So, if we stand here, there's like this little dip in the earth. And this is where I would like to place our base. So we go like this. 3, 4. And we're going to need 16 total to fill this place in. But this is the kind of first floor base layout that I'm thinking of for now. This is just going to be like our little personal house. Nothing super duper crazy. But I think what I'm going to do is kill this dillo, because I like to just... I want to tell the locals that this is my place. I think what I'm going to do is get some basic walls up on this thing, bring you guys back in to show you the final product. Not that it's going to be anything too fantastic, but at least show you what we've got, start putting some storage and things in it between episodes, and the next episode when we come back, we can go out just like episode 2 and try and get our first major tame underway. So I am going to keep poking away at resource collection, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are with the foundations of a base. We have some automatic S+ double doors, because I don't really like the single doors now that those exist. Got some windows on the front here to show us the ocean view. Got some windows on the side here to show us the beach. Nothing on the back, because this is where all our storage is going to go. Over the right is going to be where all our crafting stuff is. The single player world that I have, I've got a cutout here. These 2 foundations are left hollow to go to the upstairs. This will have an upstairs that we will put our bed on and maybe some other storage of some kind. But for the most part, this is just going to be some sort of like open floor plan. Nothing too strict, nothing crazy. I might end up putting another door and window over here just because I like the appearance of that. Like this will be a window, this will be another double door. And then another ramp coming out of it just so we can go to that side of the beach without any problems. But we'll think about it. But I just wanted to bring you guys in and show you that. So with what we have here, I think we've got the good foundations of a base going on. It's not fantastic, it's not the best thing in the world, but we do have a good foundational structure here that we can do some mobile crafting on. But most of our time will be spent here in that little box for the time being. But I would like to say thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for supporting the series, and the amount of views that these videos get is much better, so let's hope that this actually gains some traction and the channel starts to grow just a little bit more. But aside from that, I would just like to say I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good night or good evening or good morning or good afternoon or good day, whatever it is for you. This is Say-La-Vee. Have a good one. Bye-bye.